what's up? It's Mr. Superior, man. It's Behind the Clippers. We coming at you with another episode. I'm on a mission, reminiscing. Wanna talk to the hottest barbers in the business.
What's up? You're watching Mr. Superior Behind the Clippers. I'm right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with the one and only Tito and Candy, the owners of Blessed Barbershop. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. Pleasure to be here, and you guys welcome me here at the shop.
Thank you for coming.
So to kick it off, why don't you guys tell us how you guys came up with Blessed Barbershop?
Okay. I would say somewhere in 2020, like probably at the beginning of 2020 in January, I was going through a change of barbershops. I was at a different barbershop where I recently got let go of, and I had to come up with something where I knew we needed to get into a shop. I didn't want to go back cutting hair at my house. And we found this place, and we just felt like we were blessed to find it so fast. And then, we got it, and we just felt like the right name was Blessed. And not only that, I'll let you go ahead from there.
But when we first opened up the shop, we didn't know what name to name it because it was really fast. It all happened in a week.
Yeah.
We went from not having the building to having the building to having a shop, and we had to put it on paper the name. And we were looking for some names. And my brother recently passed, and he had just gotten, before he passed, a tattoo that said Blessed. And I don't know what name we had at first, but I was like, I think Blessed would be a good name in memory of my brother, and just because at the time it was a blessing to be able to get into a place so fast. It was like we manifested it so fast and it happened so fast, and I felt extremely blessed. And so the name stuck, and we have a lot of people that like our name.
Yeah, my condolences goes out to you, brother.
Thank you.
And you guys have been blessed ever since.
Yes.
We're making some big moves. These guys are always out at all the barber expos, barber battles. Any battle that goes down, they're there all the time. So Tito's the barber, Candy's the braider, right?
Yes.
I'll start with Tito. How'd you get into cutting hair?
I would say when I was younger, I just I was always into art and drawing and stuff like that. And I know my cousins had some dolls. I used to cut their dolls' hairs off and then draw linings on them, draw beards on them. They used to get mad at me, but I was like, man, they were like, that kind of looks good. Draw tattoos on them. Everybody thought I should become a tattoo artist at first.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I don't want to see no blood or nothing like that. If I make a mistake or something like that, it's permanent. So one of my friends was a barber, and he asked me to try out if I could cut his hair or something like that. And I tried it, and I was pretty okay. And then from there, I just felt like this is something that I wanted to do.
That's super. How long have you been cutting hair for?
I've been cutting hair since I was 14. I would say close to 30 years now. 29 years, but professionally since 1999.
Damn, that's a minute.
Wow, that's a long time.
That's a minute. And it took you some ways. And then Candy, how about you? How long you been?
Well, I used to braid my little cousins and stuff when I was really young for babysitting money or for, getting extra money. Right. I would do all the, blow drying, washing, blow drying, and I was always braiding them. But after I met Tito, it was just, it was easy for me to get back into it, professionally. Went back to school and got my cosmetology license, and then I'm just here, we've been doing it big. I say teamwork makes the dream work great.
So you've been doing this since
Yes, I've been doing this since I was really young. But braiding is more, so when I went to school, going through, the whole year of school, they teach you everything, cosmetology school, right? But the most that stuck with me was the braiding. I found that to be the most, suitable for me, something that I like to do the most.
So you do hair, you cut hair?
Yeah, I do hair. I do regular hair.
I see you getting down the barber a little bit too.
Yeah, I can get down a little bit, and I got the best teacher ever, learning from the best, so.
And Tito's always staying fresh. Every time I see him, we got some different braid designs in there.
Except for when my hair is not in the braids, then I'm okay. My hair is like your beard, but
it has big.
You don't want to see this. this without
That's not what he was like.
1990,
She got
1984.
those curls for the girls.
Let's go. Where do you guys see yourselves in the next 5 to 10 years from now?
I definitely see us building our empire how we plan on doing it and expanding. And we're gonna still stay around. We're gonna be around for a while. We plan on being around for a while. So
You guys plan on just staying out Milwaukee, or you guys?
I don't know. We've been going back and forth. Maybe Chicago, even the Wisconsin Dells area.
Yeah.
I feel like there's room for us to maybe open something in Illinois somewhere, and somewhere besides here in Milwaukee, and but in Wisconsin Dells or something like that.
Yeah, we talked about Chicago. We like the vibe in Chicago.
The Dells would be dope as hell.
And the
too.
Dells.
Chicago, you guys already made an impact in Chicago, so I mean, you guys going out there would be.
I think
that would make a lot of sense. The Dells, I feel like, when people go on little trips and stuff to the Dells, people are just trying to get fresh, and then they get out there, they don't have time, they get out there, and then, there's a real barbershop out here,
That was what we were on when we went over there.
It'd be our vacation as well.
That'd be raw. That'd be super dope. So when you guys start your guys' day, what's motivating you guys to do what you guys do?
Me personally, I'm just programmed to wake up, jump out, brush my teeth, get dressed, and I'm out the door. I'm before she even knows, sometimes I leave without even saying bye. I'm trying to get right to the shop, get right to my clients. It's like if I'm just a computer program to it. I've been doing it for over 27 years. Now it's a person that's institutionalized, but in a good way. Because she's never had to tell me to go to work unless I'm bothering her, go to work, get out of here or something like that. But she never had to wake me up one time and say, you gotta go to work or anything like that. It's been all work. We're to the point where we had a conversation once where she said that it was 88% work and then maybe 12 or 10% family. And I was like, damn, I'm slacking, but then I was like, damn, I'm on top of my shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are doing it for
I respect his hustle. Don't get me wrong. I respect his hustle.
But it's got to be the balance with the family.
And I do, Then we need to keep it balanced. But we work together too now. So.
Oh yeah, so it's been better.
It's been better.
That's what really made me want to come out here and interview you guys, because I thought it was so dope. Because every time I see you guys at the shows, you guys are always together. You guys are always, you guys work as a team.
Yeah.
You're his biggest fan and inspiration, and same goes. You guys are always moving together. That's dope. And then you guys got kids, right? You guys got kids as well.
Yeah, we have our kids.
And
it's kind of a jungle.
Yeah, we have a decent size.
You see two of us here, but if our family was here,
if all our kids were here, we have 5
kids
and 2 grandkids and 1 grandbaby on the way.
So probably 4 dogs. We some dogs.
We have a big family, but we always wanted a big family, and that's when we go hard here, because we want our kids to be proud of us too.
Yeah.
And wherever they go, people are like, "Oh, your dad, your mom." They cut our hair. They wear their shirts out. People recognize the logo on their shirts. Oh, Tito cut your hair. Your mom braided my hair. So it's dope to do it for our kids to make sure that they have something they can remember.
You guys are definitely the coolest grandparents out there.
You
guys are some cool
We try.
I'm a little bit too cool for her liking. She's like, bro, you know your father and the grandfather. I'll be like,
I tell him.
Yeah?
I just tell him he gets bad advice sometimes. But we
My grandparents are boring, old.
Yeah, you think grandparents and you think
with the
all
that good stuff. But you guys are
we're very proud grandparents.
And I bet they're proud of you guys as well.
Yeah, we love our grandparents.
How cool is that? My mom and dad, my grandma and grandpa.
Right,
They're
they do it.
They're not stopping. They're not stopping. And I see the motivation and I see the movement you guys got going. So with the barber shows, you guys are always out at the barber shows.
Yes.
Always out at the barber shows, like I said. What gives you that drive to go compete? And what takes off and then none of that, what gives you that ease to not be nervous and go out and compete? All out.
For me, when I competed before, I only competed here in Milwaukee for the Midwest trade show that was here in Milwaukee. And here in Milwaukee, people expect the best out of me. If I go there, they expect for me to win every single time. If I don't win or something, people are like, oh man, you could have did this. It's like, you would have won if you did this. I got a lot of people doing that. So I figured like, let me go somewhere where nobody knows me, where I could go there without having the pressure of everybody expecting for me to win. You know, like they looking at me like I'm the heavy hitter or the shark or whatever. And I'm like, that's good, I respect that. But you know, I'm only human too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, cool. So I went to Chicago to BWA. I signed up for that show the night before, and Nas let me get in last year. And we went there. I didn't have a model. I act like I had a model. I was like, my model ain't here yet. You know, the blue lady let me get made, you know.
Yeah.
And from there, it was like, cool. That was the introduction.
Yeah.
And I think I seen you in the show and everything like in there. And I didn't even know you were a barber because I seen you had your little behind the clippers with your little logo on and everything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just thought you were interviewing people and everything.
Yeah.
And I seen you getting a haircut by a Godfather.
Yeah.
Remember? And then you're getting a haircut and I said something like, I didn't even know you had hair. You was like, what?
Yeah.
I got hair.
I got hair. I gotta stop
Yeah, right. And then he was like, right. I remember that. I was like, I hope I didn't offend them.
No.
I was like, I hope I didn't offend them, and I'm glad I didn't.
Open my eyes, like, you know what, man, stop wearing a hat all the time.
Yeah.
So I gotta put that in there.
We just wanted to get out of Milwaukee and network with other people. It's a little different over there in Chicago. We're more open and accepting
Yeah.
to new barbers out there.
Yeah, we got a lot of love.
Yeah, and as soon as we got there, we felt the love immediately. Like I just went over there in good vibes, and I met a lot of cool people.
It was crazy too because I didn't know what to expect. From thinking about everything you hear about Chicago, Chirac, gangbang and all, like, okay, it's gonna be something like that, but I'm still gonna do it. And then there was with the brothers too. I was like, I'm going, I don't care if it's Chinese,
Right.
no matter the race, I'm trying to get in the show. So we went in there, did it, and it was all love.
It was all love.
Everybody showed us love. And
Kind of
I was like,
when you get there, it's like,
it was like
opposite of what we thought.
it was something better than I expected. And then it was just a good vibe. And then I wrote that vibe from that September last year to the whole year. I
We
felt
did a
like
whole
I
year
felt different. I
of
felt
shows.
motivated. It reignited my flame. It recycled my ambition. I was like, I seen all the barbers over there doing stuff that barbers over here would be like, you know, they're not really worried about it. Just cutting hair with the clippers and all that. All the barbers who are over there are doing stuff that
more
only
stylized.
cosmetologists and
Yeah, it's
everything.
more
And I was like,
styling
wow,
that's
they're not
involved.
afraid to do this
So much
without
different.
people saying like, hey, that's girl stuff.
Right.
You know, or stuff like that. Barbers in Milwaukee, you know, we're all like, I couldn't speak for everybody. I speak for myself. I used to be like, that's women things. I don't want to color hair. I don't want to perm hair, all that. Now I'm like, I got an open mind. If I can add something new, it'll just increase. Like I'm still growing at 43 years old and still being in the game. Which I could just add on and still stay around.
Definitely.
So I just had to adapt with the future now.
What I like the most about you when you're competing is the fact that you come out without a model. And you know, I know we were joking around earlier about saying, you know, you don't put up the model and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that's like dope and amazing because a lot of people, you know, when they go compete, they're practicing on their model, practicing, understanding their hair texture, you know, everything with their hair and stuff. And when you go out to a show and you've never even met this person before, let alone cut their hair and compete and come home with a trophy, is like, that's outstanding. Like that's amazing. Like I've judged a couple shows where you're competing, and I definitely added that into not only the creativity and how dope it was and all that stuff, but I added that into there. I always judge based off of difficulty and you know how difficult the haircut is, and with you not knowing what you're getting into, I feel like that's a very difficult challenge, you know. But you know, you're a beast at what you're doing, man. You guys are
Thanks.
You guys are a monster squad. Like you two together.
I follow his lead, like
Man, I'll tell you, I get like, I appreciate you feeling like that. But with me driving to Chicago or where we're going without a model, that whole ride, I had her, she's giving me the business. Even if she's quiet, she ain't saying shit, she's just there minding her own business on the phone. I'm like, in my head, like I can already get, you should have been prepared, you could have did this, you should have got your model.
Yeah.
Everything that I know I should do, she tells me. But it's like, I'm kind of hard-headed. And I don't even know sometimes what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Like last week at the BWA, I was gonna do something like a Bears logo, and then Nas said something about no logos, nothing like that. Then I just had to make something up.
And then you did the portrait.
Yeah, I did the portrait.
Buddy from
Pivot Point.
From Pivot Point.
Chevelito, the barber.
That was nasty, you know.
Yeah, you don't know it. Like I did.
That was nasty.
In 45 minutes, I did 2 haircuts, 2 beards, and a design. Cause I did his haircut, the full haircut, the beard, and everything.
That was overall. That was.
And I never know what he's gonna do.
She doesn't.
I never know what he's gonna do. I tell him, you know, pick something and stick to your plan, and then execute your plan. You know, like normal people do. But he can change his mind. Like anything can inspire him, and any time. Like we'll be at a show and he'll see something, like, and then that's it. He was gonna do it.
That's what you call freestyle.
And that's really freestyling.
That's what you call freestyle,
I give it to him because that's hard. That's really hard.
And to me, when I was younger, I wanted to be first place at everything. But I had so many second places and like runner-ups to winners of championships in basketball, cutting hair and everything. And I felt like me being second always made me feel like I could get better. Because if I felt like if I was winning all the time, I'd probably be acting like my shit don't stink. Because I probably act like that even now sometimes. But I try to balance it out. And I'm my own #1 fan. I have her being my #1 fan too. But I wake up feeling confident and knowing what I'm gonna do is gonna be okay as long as I just keep doing it the way I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, and we're the opposite because I'm not very competitive.
That's what makes you guys.
Yeah, I'm not very competitive.
I'm daring. I told her one time, like, the fact that I dare to go do some of these things is good because if not, then we won't be getting. We would never been in Chicago. We would never met you. We probably on Instagram, maybe we would have seen of each other, stuff like that. But like. Spur of the moment type shit that she don't even know I signed her up for. She don't know until when she's finding out. I'm telling her and she's like shaking her head and I'm just sitting there like I gotta put on my bulletproof vest. So like we're going here. This is what we're going for. I can't let nothing steer me out of where we're going. We're going this way. We ain't going that way. We're going this way.
Right.
So that's how I see it.
To the top. To the top. Yeah, that's dope, man. You know, shout out to both of you guys for being a team. And that's why I was really excited to come out here and interview you guys because I was like, you know what? I haven't been to a barbershop where you got a couple that's running it every day as a team, you know?
Yeah.
And that's amazing. And like what you said, you know, with second place and all that stuff, you know, a lot of people may not know, you know, there's a lot of people that compete in one category first. So placing, what you just placing, even third place is major. It's dope as hell to even place, period. Yeah. So, you know, coming second place, coming third place, placing is, when you come back home with a trophy, that's just dope. That's dope. You know,
that's what I tell him. I'm like, you still, you know, you still bad.
Because people don't understand from the outside, oh, okay, he came back with a second place trophy, but you don't know how many people he went against to get that second place trophy. You know, he just competed against 15 people, 10 people, or even more. There's bigger shows, you know. Yeah. And you know, I think every show has different judges and they're looking for different stuff. I've seen throw down on some raw ass shit, man, and then we come back and then you're like, oh, man, what happened? Man, that's not what they're looking for, you know. But I've never seen you go out there and do no other whack. I've always seen you go out there and do some heat. On fire, so you know.
And I like that about him. I actually do like that he's more competitive than me, because I like to be behind the scenes and he likes to be in. So it makes me happy because I get to be on that ride with him, but I don't have to compete. I still be like, hey, I'm his #1. His #1 fan.
Put the trophy together.
Yeah, it'd be our trophy. I tell him that's our trophy.
And a lot of the time, a lot of people see Blessed Barbershop and they see me and they just think of Blessed Barbershop as me, and they don't know what she does. She's actually the owner, I'm the co-owner, and she's my boss. She's the only person that I really listen to, besides my 4-year-old daughter that runs my life too. But besides that, you know, I couldn't be here where I'm at right now without her. When my shop got closed down before, because I didn't have license, somebody called the state and shut me down. She let me immediately open shop in her attic, and we turned that into the hottest spot in Milwaukee, in the attic. And then for 4 years we were there, and you know, and everybody thinks that she's with me because I'm this person or I got this, or you know, I'm not famous, but I'm known in the city, and people think I got a lot of money or something. But whatever, I'm like, she's not with me because of none of that. Because she was with me when I didn't have anything. We done been through the struggles and been through a lot of stuff and stuck together. And that's why I wouldn't want to be with nobody else, because I'm trying to get to the best that I could be, so she could have the best me that, you know, I can be for her. Because at first there's been a lot of bull and a lot of dealing with a lot of shit to get me to where I'm at right now.
I always try to help him down. Yeah, I always try to
keep me grounded.
Keep him grounded.
She's
I'm the
not a
only
yes
person that can tell him anything without being mean either.
I think this next question, I don't know, this might be a little too personal, but you guys told me the story and I was laughing like on the way back home. How did you guys meet? How did you guys get
I'll let her say it, because I was minding my business and she tried to come in my circle.
Well, I want to say he made me wait 6 hours for a haircut. Before I even met him, because so I think I had a lot of time to look at him and like go. I had a lot of time to checking him out. He looked at me and watched me through the mirror the whole 6 hours, but he made me wait. Tito used to have people waiting hours and hours and hours, so it wasn't like something that was out of the ordinary to wait 6 hours. But I remember I walked into a club for like a birthday party, and I was with one of my friends and stuff, and I seen Tito, and I'm like, yeah, you know, this, because I had already left my glasses at his shop, and I was trying to get him to talk to me. Like he didn't talk to me. So then I kind of like walked up to him, and I was, like, hey, hi, my name is Candy, and he was like, okay. He was looking at me like, who the hell, shakes hands anymore? I'm like, oh.
No, I had my Henny and Red Bull, and I'm like, hand or drink?
And I was like, I was thinking in my head, like, he has like 5 seconds to shake my hand. This is so embarrassing, because I don't know any other way to introduce myself, right? So that's the only way I knew. And he shook my hand, and I think he was kind of like, what the hell?
No, I was just like, as she's talking to me, I could see some guys moving in the background that maybe were talking with her before she was talking to me, and then they had bottles and they're going to VIP, but they're looking
guys buying bottles for me, but I was
she's supposed to be up here with us, and she's down there with that guy. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to deal with this now. You know,
I watched him for a whole 6 hours, so I kind of already knew what I was up against.
But tell him about the bathroom.
And then so before I go talk to him, I have a meeting with my girls in the bathroom, so I can, try to look cute, and before I do the big approach. And I'm talking to the girls, we're having a little meeting, and then there's a girl in the stall with her like jeans at her ankles, and she's like, don't talk to him, girl, he is not gonna buy you a drink, he is not gonna talk to you. And I'm like, this ghetto, like, what the hell is this? Staking up the bathroom. Nah. And she's like, yes, and she's like, don't do it, girl, don't do it, girl. Run away. And I was like, oh God, I never got to meet the girl. I never waited for her to come out, but I did, and I'm glad I did, because he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy.
That's a blessed barbershop.
Yeah, and then that's it. That was the beginning of us.
And she was stalking me.
He's a liar. He's a liar. And you know what? It's crazy, because we dated for a couple months, and then the day his shop got closed down, I didn't even know that was his shop. Like, I'm like, okay, so now you just have to find somewhere else to work. I'm thinking, And he's like, this is my only job. Like, this is my shop. And that's the day I actually, like 4 months later, I found out that he was the owner of that shop. That whole time I was coming to his shop, bringing him lunch. I was bringing him lunch, and
when we first started.
I
didn't know that you didn't know.
No, I really didn't until the day when he got closed down. I'm like, what?
That's like the biggest fear of any barbershop owner, is to get shut down. Come back and bounce back and create something even bigger. Yeah, it is a huge blessing.
Yeah,
that's a blessing. I got lucky, bro. For real. Thanks to God. For real.
Yeah, y'all glory to God.
We've been very blessed, and we had to go through a lot of trials, tribulations to get here. But we're here. We're home.
That's why I take it so serious now, because like you could think you have everything, and then when it's gone, you're like, man, I didn't take advantage how I should have. I took it for granted. I'm not gonna take this for granted, man.
Well, I always heard like the levels of like appreciation is like, when you want something, when you have something,
Yeah.
you lose it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's always, you know, it's different levels of appreciation, but that's so dope. And, you know, we've been chopping up for a little bit. We're gonna hit up the rest of these barbershops in Milwaukee. We don't have too much time. Shout out to Jossie, our videographer. But to close out this interview, what advice can you guys give to an upcoming barber, hairstylist, braider in this industry?
Me first, I would say, if you're a barber who loves your craft and you feel like this is something you want to do, I would say go to school and get your license. Because I was an unlicensed barber for, I would say, about a good 12, 15 years, and I felt like couldn't nobody tell me anything until the shop closed down. I realized that I needed to go to school. I went to school, got it, and I learned more than I thought I would. I feel like I could come to work every day without worrying about anything, and it solidifies you as a professional. Can't nobody take that from you ever. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're good at whether you're best cutter, or whether you're not that good at it, you still have time to work on your craft. You can invest time and always get better and be like a sponge. But please get your license.
Candy, Tito, the Blessed Barbershop family. We're here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in the south side of Milwaukee, right?
South side.
South side. I guess I'm wearing the race shirt. I with the wrong team, but it's alright.
Yes,
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Always a blessing. Let everybody know where we can find you guys at on social media.
Yes.
Okay, we're at Blessed Barbershop's located 1919 West Lincoln Avenue, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm on a mission, reminiscing, wanna talk